Today we're going to talk about cabinet doors. It's the heart and soul of a kitchen or any kind of cabinetry in your home. And there's a lot of knowledge to be had about the proper design of a cabinet door, but specifically I want to talk about the materials that make up the cabinet door. Now, we've been using paint grade hard maple for a long time for our cabinet doors because it's hard, so it doesn't dent as easily. A lot of people use or think of poplar as a paint grade wood. Poplar's a fine paint grade wood, but it's very soft and you can put your thumbnail in it and it dents really easily. So that's why we've always liked paint grade hard maple. However, when the door gets really long and really tall, and a lot of current designs are asking for single panel doors, we have to get a lot more creative because the length, so when you have a door, you're going to talk about the different parts and pieces. When you have the rail, that's the short piece that goes in between the stiles. And so the stiles, when they get really long, they have a tendency to warp, and it's hard to cut trees that have the perfect grain and have the perfect flatness in them to provide a door that's straight all the way down the length of it. So an alternative material to paint grade hard maple that's not as soft as poplar but is flat and true is paint grade MDF. So MDF is medium density fiberboard, typically comes in sheet form, but it can be milled into sticks and pieces for your stiles and rails, and that paint grade MDF is a lot flatter and it's a lot straighter than most hardwoods off of the rack. Why that's important is because we want to keep our doors flat, especially if they're inset doors. We have overlay doors here, and below me we have inset doors. But the inset doors have a continuous reveal that you have to see the whole time. So it's very important that we keep those doors flat. The other thing about these MDF doors is instead of a floating panel that can expand and contract, we a lot of times opt for a MDF core veneer panel or just a raw MDF panel, which is both acceptable for a paint grade. The panel typically, when it's an MDF frame door, we're putting a full bead of glue around all four sides, and that bead of glue helps hold the stiles and rails from moving. Also, the width of the stiles also matters. The longer and taller the door, the wider you want. So the door styles that are becoming more popular, where the micro shakers, that doesn't work for a big, tall, skinny door unless you have a 3/4 thick panel. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Just give a little information about why different materials matter for different types of doors.